Hey, it's Andreas. I've been investing for over 10 years. In today's video, let's talk about the auditor here, EY, from Super Microcomputers resigning and what it potentially could mean for investors. So this resignation comes off the back of a short seller report from Hindenburg Research as well, where they did some digging into the cost side of SMCI, where they discovered that, alright, there's some family members who are the owners of these suppliers to SMCI that are making the parts that are needed when they put together this server. So perhaps they are hiding the costs and they don't have as big gross margin as they alleged. That was the gist of the short seller report in this case. And now, just a few months later here, very short time, we're seeing that EY is resigning as the auditor here of Super Microcomputer. So what does this really mean? Well, I will talk about the fundamentals. Before I go into that, let's take a quick look at share price here. We can see that it has absolutely cratered. This is a result of all this uncertainty. We as investors, we hate uncertainty. It messes with the financial models. If gross margin is not true with regards to generally accepted accounting principles, so GAAP measures, well, then we have a problem. As with all advanced financial models, garbage in, garbage out, predictions doesn't make sense then, price to earnings ratios doesn't make sense then, and we have a big problem in trying to value a company from that perspective. Remember in the whole Enron scandal, by the way, I'm just doing this for comparison, nothing to do with the situation today. Well, then the auditor did not resign all the way up until proceedings. So we know that these companies are not angels. And just to add some more coloring to this situation, you don't become a big four accountant firm by just doing everything by the book and never taking the side of the clients. For example, in Sweden, it's a point of congestion between farmers and the accountants, where farmers wants to make big write-offs on the value of property on the farm to get tax reductions, whereas accountants fight back a little bit, and eventually you settle somewhere in the middle here, and usually it's not a problem. But if there potentially is a very big problem, well, in that case, then the auditor would resign. If there's something where they think, alright, this is fraud, it's gonna be discovered, we can't be seen, this is gonna hurt the brand image of the company, well, then indeed they would resign. So perhaps that's the speculation from investors. And then on the bullish side of things, well, perhaps they're not getting information in a timely manner, perhaps their client is very difficult to work with and they're just doing this audit here to stroke their own ego in some way and disprove the short report, and being very annoying to work with. That could be one reason to drop a client as well. So we don't really know. Once again, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of drama, share price absolutely tanking. But one thing we do know, auditors tend to look the other way on some things, and perhaps there is something very bad going on in the company. Perhaps on the cost side, perhaps on the way they realize revenues. We don't really know. So this could be a big buying opportunity if it's a nothing burger, and it could be absolutely huge scandal where the stock price will crater even further, perhaps even go into bankruptcy if there's a lot of fines for them doing something very wrong. So we don't know. It's a lot of drama. It's very interesting to follow along as somebody has no shares in SMCI, but interest in investing and doing analysis on companies. I think that these types of dramatic situations don't happen very often. It's very rare that an auditor resigns from this big public company. This is their bread and butter. This is basically the client. EY is getting paid to do these audits, and it's their whole business. So them basically firing a client in this case, I can't understate how huge it is. It's Very big drama. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, me talking a bit about the whole process here, bringing some personal anecdotes regarding the process, how it works with the farmers in Sweden, etc. And as always, I hope you guys make a ton of money, whatever investments you decide to make. Take care now. Bye bye.